Hello children, how are you? I am Monisha from Bharathidhasanar Matriculation School, Arakkonam. Today we are going to see an interesting topic, that is towards history. So before that, you would like to know what is meant by history, why do we study history? Shall we see? Yes. So you know, have you heard a lot of stories from your grandmother, grandfather as well as your parents, right? So the stories helps us to live a good life. The stories consist of some moral values, right? So you all loved to hear stories. So like this, the stories helps us to live a good life. But history consists of a real life story. History consists of a real life story. It's not a what is that? It's not a fake story. It is a real story. Okay, history consists of real stories. The word history. The word history comes from the Greek word. The word history comes from the Greek word which means histo, which means know this. Okay, so the ancient word, there is a ancient, the history which is come from the ancient Greek word histo, okay, which means that, it means that know this, K-N-O, know, which means know this. Then relevance of history. So I already told, right? Why do we study history? Shall we discuss the points? So we study about the past. Okay, so why do we study history? The first point is to know our past, which means how our forefathers lived, how our ancient parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, how they have lived. To know about your past, to know about your past events, we study history. To know our past events, we definitely study a history. And second point, it is also helps us to understand the society. Okay, so however the community has been lived. Okay, what are all the changes have been happened. So you will have a you will have an analysis between the past as well as the present. So it is helps us to understand the society. Then, and it is also tells about the king, queen rule as well as the life of the ordinary people. Okay, it will tells about the kings as well as the queens, and also it tells about the life of ordinary people. Then it answers many questions. Okay, so the next lesson is history answers to the many questions. So that purpose we need to move for an history. I would like to ask a question with you. Yes. Okay. So the history tells about, okay, the history tells about past, present or future. What is the answer? Yes, very good. Past. Okay. So history tells us about past events. Next point. Okay, so I tell history, why do we study, what are all the reasons, we also. Next, the one more important is history teaches us mistake also. History teaches us mistake also. Listen, Ramu went out. Okay, so Ramu went out to play with his friends. That time it receives a rainfall. That time he got stuck into the rainfall. That time he got suffered with a fever. After some time, definitely, why? Because means he fully waited in the rain, right? So after some time he will get suffered with a fever. So next time if we went to next time if you want to move out, Ramu take an umbrella, right? So with the help of this, the history teaches us mistake, like which means to know, it is able to know our past mistakes also. Now I hope, why do we study history? and what is mean by history? You understood, I think. Okay, now we are moving towards an history. So that is early man. Okay, so first human like creature have been appeared on the earth is about 5.6 million years ago. Okay, so first a human like a creature. Okay, first human like a creature have been appeared in the earth is about 5.6 million years ago. Is a primitive man. Primitive man means the old man. Okay, so it's not an old man. வயசானவங்க கிடையாது. முன்னாடி முன்னோடிகள் சொல்றலையா அவங்க. So the primitive man lived through various stages of evolution. Okay, so the primitive man lived through the various stages of evolution. So now you are see the picture. Okay, so they are developing, right? So that is what does that mean by evolution means is nothing but the gradual development. Okay, so the primitive man lived through the evolution, which means they are making a gradual development. They are making a lot of changes. Okay, so as well as the physical appearance as well as a mental ability. Okay, so they are attaining a gradual development. Next, okay, so the early man, okay, so the early period, okay, it is referred as in Stone Age. Okay, so now we will see the Stone Age classification. Before that, the old period is maximum referred as a Stone Age. Why they referred as a Stone Age means, in this period only, the man started to make tools as well as the weapons with the help of stone. So that period we referred as an Stone Age. Okay, so that purpose we call it as an Stone Age. We will see the Stone Age classification. Yes, that is the prehistoric age can be divided into an 3 period. Okay, so what is mean by prehistoric? Now you are hearing a word prehistoric. Okay, so what does the word stands for prehistoric? Which means the period which refers to that doesn't have any written records. Okay, so that period we call it as an prehistoric period. In that period we doesn't have any records. Okay, so that period we referred as an prehistoric period. So generally the prehistoric period is classified into 3 periods, that is Paleolithic Age or Old Stone Age. Paleolithic Age or Old Stone Age. Then Mesolithic Age or Middle Stone Age. What is that? Mesolithic Age or Middle Stone Age. Then last one is that Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. The last one is that Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. So what is the Stone Age? In that period the man started to make tools as well as a weapon with the help of stones. So that period is referred as a Stone Age. And next we saw the prehistoric ages can be divided into 3 periods, that is an Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age and Neolithic Age. Okay, so first we see about the Paleolithic Age. Okay, so Paleolithic Age are also called as an Old Stone Age. Paleolithic Age is also called as an Old Stone Age, and the period is about 500,000 BCE to 10,000 BCE. Okay, so the word Paleolithic which means old stone. The word Paleolithic means old stone. Okay, so the early man, the ancient period, the early man lived there by hunting. Okay, so they lived by hunting. Okay, so the first animal which was tamed by early man was a dog. Okay, the first animal which was tamed by the early man was a dog. Okay, by dog barking the wild animals is afraid. Okay, so that the early man was started to tame the dog, and the early man is also said to be as an nomads. Okay, so the maximum the early man lived as a nomadic life. So what is mean by nomadic life? We will see, I will tell you. Okay, so the early man lived as an nomadic life, which means the nomadic life means the movement, okay, the people, nomads, N-O-M-A-D-I-C, nomadic life, which means the people, they continuously move from one place to another place in search of food, water, shelter, okay. They did not have any permanent place to settle down. They are continuously moving from one place to another place. Why they are moving from continuously one place to another place? In search of food, water or shelter, they are continuously moving from one place to another place. So, the early man are called as they lived as a nomadic life. Yes, I would like to ask a question with you. Paleolithic age was also known as, yes, good. Nitish, very good Nitish, that is old stone age, okay. Paleolithic age was also known as an old stone age. The next is an Mesolithic age, okay. So, next stone age is an, next type is an Mesolithic age. Mesolithic age or middle stone age, okay. So, the word micro means a small, okay. The word micro means a small, and the next lith means stone, okay. The word lith means the stone. And the next is an Neolithic age, okay. The next is an Neolithic age, and Neolithic age is also named as an new stone age, okay. So, in this period the man started to settle down nearby the river banks. Why they started to settle down nearby the river banks means they saw, okay, there the plants have started to grow, the animals are coming, they are getting a water also. So, that the people started to settle down nearby the river banks, okay. So, he learned to make a better tools, and also he started to cultivating a food crops, okay, and they also started to cultivating a food crops, and they started to domesticate the animals, So, this period the man has attained some changes, the man had started to live in one place permanently. In that is the Mesolithic age is also named as a new stone age. For further information, we have attached the study material, question bank and self-assessment. Do the self-assessment and check it out how much you have understood the concept. Thank you, children.